Cyberpunk Edgerunners is truly a work of art. Its ability to captivate an audience in 10 episodes and less than 3.5 hours of runtime says volumes about its story. So, what does it do in 10 episodes that most shows can't do in 10 seasons? Enter Night City. Night City is a place with a very clear architecture. Corporals on top and everyone else fighting for whatever's left. But they don't hide this, they advertise it by the district you live in, the school you can afford, the implants on your body. What Studio Trigger understood so well was, you can't explain this place to the average person. You have to make them feel it. The show never stops and tells us how brutal Night City is. It just drops us in the center of it, in a place that has seen everything and cares about none of it. By the time David's story ends, you're absorbing without realizing it. The city will always win, you just forget it for a bit. David Martinez is born at the bottom of this system. Loses his scholarship, loses his mom, and ends up with nothing, except a black market Sandefistan that kills everyone who installs it. Then someone asks him, "What makes you special?" And he replies with, "I don't know yet, but I will be." And the show takes that very seriously. David then joins a crew, builds a reputation, and becomes the type of person that Night City will notice. But before he reaches those heights, the show gives you Maine. Maine is David's crew leader, loud, magnetic, and the closest thing the show offers to a father figure. And he dies at the halfway point, before you're ready, before you feel like his arc is done. Because to be honest, his arc is done. He over-implants and pushes himself too hard, and his death serves as a preview for an impending death that we've always known to be coming. We spend half the season in limbo and in waiting of David's demise. And David still chooses to make all the same choices. Every upgrade David takes to become more capable makes him slightly less himself. The Sandefistan giving him his edge is the same thing destroying his nervous system. The further he goes, the more people around him see it. The mood swings, the disconnection, the moments where he runs so hot he can barely come back down. Night City doesn't beat David by stopping him. It gives him exactly what he wants and lets the cost of it hollow him out slowly. The emotional core of this show stems from Lucy and her dream of going to the moon. She plans to leave everything behind in Night City, and David latches onto this dream. Not because he particularly cares about going to the moon, but more so that Lucy's everything to him, and her dream becomes his reason. David dies without knowing that he made it happen. He spends his last moments in a city that took everything away from him, while Lucy is somewhere up looking down. By the final episode, David is augmented past recognition. And then the show zooms back and he's just a kid in the Badlands. Then that music hits and you're feeling every emotion possible. You're feeling devastated that David and close to every character dies. But yet you're left with a sense of optimism and achievement, knowing that Lucy made it to the moon and David didn't die in vain. Night City always wins, but Edgerunners help you forget that for long enough while you fall in love with someone it was always going to take.